Do you want to take your fighting skills to the next level? These 10 brutal, no-holds-barred techniques aren't just for show. They're designed to crush, disable, and dominate your opponent in the fastest, most effective way possible. Whether you're defending yourself or fighting in the ring, these moves will have you leaving a mark. 1. The crushing knee. Strike. The knee strike is brutal because it's the perfect weapon when you're up close and personal. Used effectively in Muay Thai, this strike can target an opponent's ribs, face, or stomach. With one well-timed knee to the solar plexus, you can leave your opponent gasping for air, effectively incapacitating them. The beauty of the knee strike is its versatility. It can be delivered from almost any position, especially during a clinch. In real-life situations, it's an instant game changer, and if you're aiming for the head, it can knock someone out with one brutal strike. 2. The elbow to the skull. If you've ever seen an elbow strike land, you know it's a game ender. This move uses the hardest part of your body, the elbow, to land a powerful strike to your opponent's skull, face, or ribs. The force behind this strike is so intense that it often causes deep cuts or fractures the bones on impact. Used in combat sports like Muay Thai, elbows can take down even the toughest opponents. Imagine being cornered in an alley. One well-placed elbow to the side of the head, and your assailant is on the ground, bleeding and disoriented. Brutal, effective, and quick. The spinning back kick. The spinning back kick is a devastating technique that comes from almost nowhere. The power comes from the twist of your body, using all your momentum to strike the target with your heel. It's perfect for quick, decisive action. A spinning back kick to the ribs or head can drop someone to the ground instantly. If you're looking to break a rib, knock the wind out of someone, or send them crashing to the ground, this brutal technique is a must. It's perfect when you're on the move or need to strike with precision and speed, catching your opponent completely off guard. 4. The guillotine choke. The guillotine choke is an underrated but brutally effective submission technique that can quickly take the fight out of your opponent's hands. When locked in, it's a game changer. This choke compresses the airways and cuts off blood flow to the brain, making it one of the fastest ways to end a fight without throwing a punch. The beauty of the guillotine choke is its versatility. It can be executed when the opponent shoots for a takedown or even when you're simply standing. It's especially effective in street situations where you can use it to neutralize an attacker in a split second. While the choke can take a few seconds to fully tighten, once it does, your opponent is rendered unconscious almost immediately. It's about turning a dangerous situation into an opportunity for control. 5. The low kick to the knee. Low kicks are deceptively brutal because of the way they target the opponent's legs, especially the knee. A well-placed low kick can disrupt an opponent's ability to move, balance, or even stand. When you kick the knee, you create immediate damage to the joint, leading to ruptured ligaments, fractured bones, or intense swelling. The low kick is particularly effective in a street fight because it doesn't require perfect accuracy. You just need to land it hard enough to break the opponent's mobility. By using low kicks, you systematically wear down your opponent, forcing them to react and potentially lose their fighting posture. Even if you don't immediately end the fight, you severely diminish their ability to continue the battle. 6. The spinning elbow. It is a lethal and unpredictable strike that works face or skull, with the spinning motion adding deadly force. It's like a whirlwind of destruction, striking with such intensity that it often results in cuts, concussions, or even knockouts. In MMA, fighters like Donald Cowboy have used it to dominate opponents, and in a self-defense situation, it could be the last strike your attacker ever sees. 7. The Superman punch. We have Superman punch, and it is an explosive, power-packed punch that utilizes forward momentum to generate intense force. It's called the Superman punch because of its ability to strike out of nowhere, with the element of surprise catching the opponent off guard. The punch is delivered while you're lunging toward your opponent, making it difficult for them to anticipate or block. The force of this punch can disorient or knock out your opponent instantly, especially when it targets the chin or jaw. It's a brutal weapon because it combines speed, surprise, and power into one devastating move. In a self-defense scenario, a Superman punch can be a game-changing strike that leaves the attacker flat on the ground, unable to recover. 8. The axe kick. This fighting move is a devastating technique that uses the full weight of your body to deliver a downward strike with brutal force. What makes the axe kick even more brutal is its ability to target a vulnerable area of the body when the opponent is unaware of the incoming strike. It's a classic move in Taekwondo, but it's just as deadly in street fights. When done with precision, the axe kick is a weapon that can stop an attacker dead in their tracks. 9. The body slam. The body slam is a raw and unforgiving technique that can end a fight in seconds. By lifting your opponent off the ground and slamming them with tremendous force, you're delivering a bone-shattering blow that can leave them incapacitated. The impact is not just physical. It can disorient the opponent and take the wind out of them. In wrestling, the slam is used to break an opponent's will and send them crashing to the mat. In real-world self-defense situations, slamming your attacker to the ground can completely neutralize their ability to fight. The sheer power of this move not only leaves them hurt, but also makes it impossible for them to recover quickly. 10. The ground and pound. Once your opponent is on the ground, there's no time for mercy. The ground and pound technique is all about maintaining control and delivering a relentless flurry of punches, elbows, and knees while your opponent is unable to defend themselves effectively. This strategy is brutal because it combines both power and aggression, with each strike designed to break your opponent's defenses. MMA legends like Khabib Nurmagomedov have used this technique to dominate their opponents, proving its effectiveness in neutralizing anyone who dares to challenge them. In a real-world encounter, the ground and pound can leave your attacker utterly defenseless, ensuring that they can't recover and fight back. These 10 brutal techniques are not just for winning fights. They're about surviving and staying one step ahead of anyone who dares challenge you. Master them, stay disciplined, and remember, in the world of combat, only the brutal and the strategic will prevail. Keep training and keep your edge sharp.
Subscribe to Master Yourself Armament. Learn, defend, grow.